Thank you all very much. We'll have 5-minute round of discussions. On our side, it'd be this order: Grassley, Cornyn, Lee, Blackburn, Schmidt, Brent, Moody, and Graham. On the Democrat side, it'd be Durbin, Whitehouse, Klobuchar, Blumenthal, Arano, Padilla, and Schiff. Mr. Allen, there's a long and tragic history of cartel members targeting American law enforcement. So please briefly elaborate on threats that you and the agents you work with have received.
Yes, sir. I'd be happy to do that. As mentioned in my opening statement, we have instances of cartel members surveilling DEA agents here in the United States. Additionally, in my 22 years plus with DEA in the Los Angeles area and in other areas of the world, I've experienced several instances of cartels and criminal organizations surveilling our people, watching our people, both in Mexico and the United States. It's not uncommon when our agents leave an operation, such as a search warrant or an arrest warrant, to notice surveillance behind them and have to call perhaps like a black and white marked unit from a local police department to have the car stopped. Of course, we have follow-up investigations that stem off of that. And then, of course, there's the danger that the men and women of DEA face every day, conducting enforcement operations, conducting search warrants of that nature. I've lost personally several friends on this job, 2 of them very close friends of mine. So, yes, sir, it's a dangerous job.
Thank you. And Mr. Perez, Tom Homan disclosed that the Biden administration released 1,272 Iranian nationals into the United States, crossing the border illegally. According to news reports, Iran has threatened to activate its sleeper cells inside the United States. How is the FBI preparing for potential sleeper cell activation by Iran?
Thank you for your question, sir. Obviously, terrorism is the top priority for the FBI. It has been for many years and continues to do so. We are reprioritizing resources, currently surging resources that are already sitting against the counterterrorism threat, leveraging our intelligence, our partnerships in this field to address those cases, those individuals, particularly on any potential entries that may have occurred. The benefit now is we've been working collaboratively for several months on immigration enforcement with our DHS counterparts, and I feel that we're well positioned now more than ever to leverage that tool as a resource to potentially lead to immediate disruption if that situation presents itself. Obviously, this is handled more so by our counterterrorism division, but we are well positioned to address that threat currently.
Okay, Mr. Allen, in 2024, your agents arrested El Mencho's son-in-law, Riverside, California, where he posed a nonviolent immigrant running lawn business. He leads the CJNG, a violent cartel that flooded the United States with fentanyl and murdered hundreds of individuals. El Mencho's son-in-law was part of the cartel leadership. What presence did El Mencho's son-in-law establish in California, and how did he do it?
Sir, yes, sir. I believe you are referring to the arrest of Mencho's son-in-law, Christian Gutierrez Asiega. Working off of information provided on a tip, my agents established surveillance at a residence that they believed that he was living at in Riverside, California. It quickly came to our attention that he was living in a gated community just down the street from the chief of police. So he was in the country because he was fleeing Mexico. He was wanted in Mexico for the kidnapping of some Mexican Marines. So he faked his own death. He got a new name, and he came to America. He was living right in the neighborhood, as I said, with the chief of police, living a life of luxury. I think we shared some of the photographs with this committee as far as the search warrant went, with luxury watches, handbags, things of that nature. But yes, sir, he was living out his life here in the United States.
Okay, Mr. Stevens, I've got half a minute left, so quickly ask you this question. Members of this committee have cited misleading data regarding who's bringing fentanyl into our country. What have you learned about this tunnel that I was supposed to describe for you, the tunnel between Juarez and El Paso? About the tunnel, and how does it caution against relying solely on seizure statistics at port of entry for determining how drugs are smuggled into the country?
Thank you for your question, sir. That tunnel is under investigation. We've indicted 2 individuals on that tunnel. So far, it was approximately 4 by 6. 2 individuals of my size could walk through that tunnel side by side. So we had significant concerns because it could have individuals transiting through the tunnel, obviously unknown and undetected by law enforcement. We know that there could be contraband brought through the tunnels as well, and we also know that money as well as weapons could be smuggled south through that tunnel. It had a lighted system in it. It also had ventilation, which would allow them to be able to walk through there and see where they're going and also comfortably walk through there without any breathing issues at all.
Okay, Senator Durbin.
Thanks, Senator Grassley.